In December 2021, I was able to cross the 1 million in sales year to date mark to officially become a seven-figure Amazon seller. For 2022, my plan is to sell $2.5 million in products through Amazon FBA for the year, and in this video, we're going to go over my exact plan to do that. If you're brand new to the channel, welcome. My name's Miles. I'm a 23-year-old full-time seven-figure Amazon seller, and I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to help you make more money or get started with your Amazon business. Let's jump right into it. Inside my screen now, and gonna look at a spreadsheet and run some numbers and actually break down what I need to go ahead and hit my goal of 2.5 for the year. So starting out here, we have December 2021 revenue as well as cost of goods sold. And then we're going to calculate our cost of goods sold to revenue. The reason why we're going to do our cost of goods sold to revenue numbers is so that then we can go using that percentage reverse engineer based on the goal, how much I need to go ahead and spend per month. Because spending, I've talked about this in a few videos, is the metric that you can most control that contributes to the profitability of your Amazon business. Assuming you're buying good inventory that will sell through, spending money on inventory is the input you can control that creates the ideal output, which would obviously be profit. So coming up here to get our cost of goods or revenue, we're going to put cost of goods over revenue, which gives us 0.49. We're going to make that a percentage here. So for December 2021, which is going to be a good indication of throughout the whole year based on the percentages, we have our goal of cost of goods sold to revenue is about 49%. So we can call it that. And in terms of goal, we have, oops, we need one more zero in there. And then we'll make this dollars here. Yep, so 2.5 in there, cost of goods sold to revenue. And in order to get our cost of goods sold goal, or I guess we could say inventory spend, yeah, so cost of goods, we would put this in and times it by that. And that would be the target inventory spend for the year. So then we would need to spend basically this much to predictably be able to generate this much revenue, the goal of 2.5 million, right? And then so we have this, we need to pull it monthly. We would go ahead and divide this by 12. And here we would get this, which would be the target spend to go ahead for the entire year. So if this makes sense, basically to summarize, I went ahead and put this, went ahead and took my numbers from last year and plugged them in based on this equation here. So then to figure out based on the goal, reverse engineering that spend number to see how much would be required in terms of monthly to go ahead and get that profit. And so on this cost of goods sold, the profit was right around 55K. It was like right around that. So we can see here the 55,000. And so we can see here in terms of the ROI, we can put this divided by this, and then so make this a percent. So that was about the ROI, 35%. So in terms of pulling that, we can times that by 0.34 and pull that. So that would be the monthly, and then times that by 12 to get the annualized, which if we can pull this divided by this, we can get that. So it'd be about a 17% net margin at that ROI percent. And it's really crazy how some people in the Amazon community really look down on like a 30% ROI. But you guys can see, like, right, as it hits scale, and in terms of my net margin is going to be a little bit closer to 15% this year. It can be sometimes high during December just because naturally based on supply and demand, the price of stuff goes a lot up in December, and you can buy stuff really, really cheap in December too and sell through at Merchantfield. For example, so like my net margin was actually up in January because I was able to buy stuff within December so cheap, right? With sales, Black Friday, and November and everything. So pulling that in here, and then we can put in here. So we have the sum here. So pulling this, and then we can do so cost of goods sold, the goal is that number, and then take this, put it in here, subtract that. So this would be 10 months of the year. What's that? Minus here. And then so we need to spend this much more outside of just the January and February spend. I track all this stuff as I'd recommend you do as well. And then we can put, so the final 10 months of the year, so divide this by 10 here. We would get, so plug this in, and then this into here. Oops.
And plug this, get that number. Oops, it's I guess it's coming off that. We'll just put in 107,450 and then pull this all down. Now it's because it goes off that. Yeah, and then we'd add this up and it all basically matches up. And the nice thing is too, on all this cost of goods sold, we'll call it a 2% average on Rakuten. So Rakuten's a Chrome extension I have right up here. Pull that, and then 2%, because almost all of it's going to be both on the Chase Inc. Premier card and 2% on, as well as the Capital One Spark business card. We can plug this number in, the total spend times 0.02, and the same thing here, which would be this number as well. And then we can times that by 2, which would be expected, hopefully, credit card cashback, which is kind of crazy. That would come out to a monthly of about $4,000 extra, just in to go ahead and get that number in credit card cashback, which is pretty awesome. And so yeah, I filmed a video back in January talking about an expected sales. I think it was of 2 million, and if it was 2 million, we could do that times 0.49 with we need to times that by 0.49 and then divide that by 12. So that would be a goal of that. Oh wait, no, my bad. 2 million in sales, yes. Times that by 0.49. It would be 98 grand a month, right? So we need that much, and then divide that by 12 would be about 81K a month, which would put me about right on par with what this is. But basically, throughout the year, I'm going to get better at sourcing, so I'm going to be able to find more items, as well as my money's going to compound too, because obviously, I'm making profit the whole time, right? So I'm having more to be able to go ahead and reinvest back into the business and find all these things. But I don't know like how helpful this is going to be, but I think it should be very helpful. But for example, people will ask me like, right, what do I need to do to make this? Typically people ask, they'll say, all right, I have a goal of making whatever it is, say $2,000 a month profit. I want to make 2K per month profit. Okay. And so to do that, the easiest way to do that is to reverse engineer based on how much you would need to spend to hit that number. So let's say you're going at about let's call it 33% ROI to make it easy, right? So to get that, you need to spend 6K on inventory. So 6,000. And then, so you're putting in 6,000, and your ROI you're getting on that net ROI be 33%, right? So we can divide that by a third. That would get you that 2,000 in profit. So it's important to really understand the numbers in the business with all the stuff you have going on, right? For example, in this, right, like I could only end up hitting like 2/3 of this number, and it would still be a great year in terms of profit. You know what I mean? But I hope this is helpful. It's a pretty fun exercise to go through. I'd highly recommend you doing the same thing for your spend. Hopefully I didn't screw up any of the math. Seems like it works and all that. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week and everything. Posted Monday, Wednesday, Friday to help you make more money in your Amazon business. So make sure to do that. Subscribe, all that. Love you guys. Have a great night.